Hello and welcome to Grossly Competent, the learning, development, and adulting podcast that doesn't claim to be pretty. No. But we will happily pretend to be slightly competent. I am your host, Steve Council. I'm joined by my co-host, a man that makes juggalos look like well-adjusted members of society, Mr. Patrick Ayleshire.
I might take that as a compliment, so thank you. Well, as always, folks, Steve's opinions come with a 30-day free trial.
That was pretty good. I like that one. When I was writing the juggalos thing, I was thinking to myself, are people going to know what I'm talking about? So, lovely listeners out there, if you're unfamiliar with what a juggalo is, I highly encourage you to Google images that. And then you'll get a better impression. And I promise it's not like a NSFW image or something like that. It won't get you in trouble. You'll just go, oh, yep, okay, this makes more sense. And there's nothing better than a joke that needs to be explained, right? Like that's the best. That's the best.
And then when you're done looking that up, maybe sit down and watch the classic Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
I've never seen it. No.
What?
No.
I will just state I haven't watched it in many years. It most likely, like 95%, probably doesn't hold up well. It's with Rob Schneider.
Yeah. Oh, I'm familiar. I
Okay.
always remember the trailer.
Sure.
Had something along the lines of, he's like, I believe I've made a huge mistake. Yeah. And this larger woman is like, did you say steak?
Yes.
I always remember
the movie
that.
Definitely doesn't hold up well.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was like, early 2000s where a lot of those old school type movies came out where the humor at the top for the times, like stuff funny, but like, okay, stuff that maybe wouldn't come out today in theaters. But that is definitely one where it's
like an example of like the comedy you're referencing would be like Shallow Hal.
Oh,
like that
absolutely.
Is like,
that not great.
No, right. But that is kind of what it reminds me of.
Sure, yes. For
as
sure.
someone that has
God, that movie was cringe, man. Yeah. Even when it came out, it was like, oh God. But like, there was points where it was, you might get a laugh or two, right?
Yeah. It's
not
a
like
very
the cult classics that have come out after that, like Harry Potter's and such.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, hey, folks, we have ourselves a lively episode, and Mr. Patrick is dipping his toes in the water because I told him a little something, and I clearly we're going to have to chat about it. But before we do that, Mr. Patrick, who is our sponsor of the week?
Today's show is brought to you by Customer Service Hold Music. It's the same 14-second melody repeated for 47 minutes until you begin questioning your own memories. Customer Service Hold Music, where time goes to file a complaint.
That was a big ask. You struck gold on this one, Mr. Patrick. Man,
I was waiting on pins and needles for months for them to get back to us. So.
Wow. Well,
I actually I was waiting on hold to see if I could get these guys to come on.
This is like sponsor inception. Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Big Customer Service Hold Music. That is what a treat. Wow, absolutely incredible. It is funny, like your comment about the 14-second melody that just is like kicked on a loop.
Yeah.
I always find myself, I'm curious if you do it too, that while you're waiting on there, if you can predict when the loop will kick. Like, yep, here it is. Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah. I think it's like the way to keep yourself sane through the mundane.
Oh, for sure. I love I'm sure this was like a tweet at some point or a meme someone created, but I love the one regarding like hold music and then like the prompts that they come on and say, please
Oh,
listen
yeah.
carefully. Our menu options have changed. And someone says like, oh no, I had just started to memorize all your. It doesn't
That's
make
a
any
good
sense when they do
point.
that. Please listen carefully. Our menu. Oh yeah, because last time I remember hitting 6 was going to give me HR. You know, like just
Yes. That's such a good point. Oh, that's so. I never even thought of that.
I'll look one up. We'll put that one in the show notes
That's
to
awesome.
look at. It's pretty funny. I didn't give it the right justice, but yeah.
No, I think you did just the right amount of justice to it. Anything else, and I mean, my goodness, I'd be rolling on the floor laughing. Well, thank you again, customer service hold music. You're always there for us in our time of, we want this done now, but we need to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Definitely. I will say quickly, I have liked at least that there's some companies have gone to the virtual chats. If you don't want to call, you can go to their website.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you're chatting with a bot, which can sometimes give you an answer, but otherwise it can be an actual person, which sometimes I just don't want to sit on the phone. If I can just hash this out over a quick message back and forth.
Yeah.
Great.
I totally agree. And I have actually found that a lot of times, like those AI chatbots, they'll get to a point and they're like, do you just want to talk to somebody? Yeah, I do. Is that cool with you? They're like, yeah, we got you. I think it was last week. Shoot, no, I can't remember. It was last week or the week prior, excuse me. I mentioned Amazon, like their customer support. Like, 'cause, we were talking about like how impactful that is and good customer service and whatnot. That's what I used in order to get that reimbursement or to get the reorder. It was for the headphones. And it was so unbelievably fast. I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. Mm-hmm. Like, this didn't come. Okay, cool. Done. Like,
yep.
Okay. I didn't have to even like pick up a phone. This is great. Amazing. So I am all about that. And I know that we're probably just really leaning into our age. Because I feel like older generations, your Gen X, even to a point, boomers, like they like that I pick up the phone and I call and I speak. Where you and I, just like if it's during the day or something, it's like just click the little chat thing. Hey, maybe it's because we were native to things like AOL Instant Messenger and things like that. I don't know. That's a conversation for a different day. Just I don't know. I'm on a rambling rant. Who knows? So to get me to stop talking, Mr. Patrick, what's the good word? What has your week been like?
Oh, it's been pretty nice. I don't know if I mentioned this on a previous episode. I know I told you about it, Steve, but the governing bodies at my employer have jumped on board with the return to office protocol. And we were notified a few weeks ago that starting in September, after Labor Day, it's that second week in September, we will be returning office 3 days a week instead of the mandatory one. So just a couple more days. I'm very spoiled and fortunate that the fact that I live and work downtown. So getting to work is not the issue. It's just getting in that mindset of like, oh, I'm going to actually be in the office a couple more days. Mm-hmm. So I've already started to like vision, not the work stuff, but now the home stuff. Since I had a corner desk in my small apartment here, there's only so much room. So you have to try to kind of navigate and figure out what's the best setup. And I had my multiple monitors. Yeah. I've already started to like kind of just get rid of stuff so I can still work from home with just my laptop. Do I need to have this desk in the corner? Can I maybe do some rearranging in my apartment to just make it more of a different space now that I can be at home so much? And so that's been kind of fun to plan out this week. And just to start to the coolest thing is Chat GPT and AI just giving me ideas. So I took a couple pictures of my living area here, and this is what it looks like now. I have visions of maybe making a little bit more cozier or just a little bit different when I take out the office part. And it essentially just like typed a bunch of ideas out. And then I said, can you give me some visuals? And so it hammered out like a couple different ideas of my space of just like putting in a bookshelf here or a different chair here or a plant here. But it's like got my stuff still in it. Like it was really cool. So
that's
I
so
know,
crazy.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun just to start to get some ideas of like what this could look like with the transition, because I am not artistic anyway. I'm not a interior designer. I can't really like picture all this stuff until I just buy something. So having an idea of what this could possibly look like I thought that was awesome, just to have that ability. And
dude, that's so crazy that you can do that.
Yeah, Steve, what I will do is I will text you a picture
oh my God,
of the before and after.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's, oh my gosh, that I guess I'm dumbfounded. Like I don't know what else to say. That's so awesome.
It's kind of neat. It reminded me a little bit of, I know Amazon had this feature for a while, and I still don't know. I haven't purchased anything where I'm like, I need to see if this fits in my apartment. But they used to have that like.
They still do. I know what you're getting at.
Okay, yeah. Let's put and so when I first used that a couple years ago, I was like blown away. Like, oh my God, this chair or couch is in my living room, but not really.
Yeah,
like,
augmented reality.
Yeah. So it kind of reminded me of that in a way. Other than that, the thing with the AI, it gave me a few different options. So like, hey, this is what you could do here, and then I, of course, like, well, actually, I'd like you to do this, and then it reimagines your space with the pictures that you took.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat.
Holy smokes. God, I feel like I should take a picture of like my son's room and be like, help me organize this mess.
Honestly, I bet you would. It would give you some suggestions.
Oh,
and then you could,
wow.
You can keep going back and tailor it a little bit. But
see, this isn't where I originally had our conversation going, but this is one of those things that I think of when people get really nervous about AI and like, oh my gosh, it's taking over and this and that. This is such a cool and fascinating tool. Like, could you imagine 10 years ago doing something similar?
Oh God.
No, like not even like, I agree with you. I remember when Amazon did the augmented reality thing where it's like, oh, I'm looking at this cabinet or whatever, right? And I want to know if it'll fit in this specific space or what it'll kind of quote unquote look like.
Sure.
And yeah, like you get a general semblance, but the fact that you don't just get a written out prompt from Chat GPT or whatever, you're actually getting images, and it's that, oh my gosh.
Well, and then the other cool part was it had like a few different, because I wanted to get essentially I'm getting rid of the desk. I unfortunately parted with my fish tank, my 29-gallon fish tank. I had that for a year and a half. It was fun. It just was like, it wasn't going to fit my decor now, right? And I just kind of, it was like, it was fun, but it was something I didn't want to keep up with. So everyone, if you are a fish fanatic, they were rehomed back to the store that I purchased them at. So,
is that what you're calling the bathroom now? When you just dangle them over the toilet?
No.
Is that
no?
God,
no? Nope. I took
no,
them
you didn't
back.
do that.
I did not. No, I took them back to the store that I purchased them in. So they are safe. They are going to another home.
At the farm upstate.
Has to do the right thing. No, it's a fish factory store in Aquatics Unlimited. One of those near Milwaukee. Okay.
So you're saying I don't have a chance of seeing these fish if I go to the store and buy a bag of like Gordon's fish sticks? I don't have not have a chance.
No, they are real. And
every animal lover that is listening to us is like, Patrick is so nice. I hate Steve. Like, could he just not be on?
Where was I going with that? Oh, so I wanted a new coffee table too to replace the one I had. And so these
yeah.
images that ChatGPT had shared, I was like, oh, I really like the one that you put in the second picture. Can you find some that are like this in like real life? And
wow.
It literally listed like 4 or 5. And we're talking like on Wayfair or Amazon or what is that? West End, Crate and Barrel, one of those furniture stores. It gave me links to each of those depending on different price points too, and reviews. So it'll be fun just to kind of figure that. But
God, that's a slippery slope. Like, this is where my pessimist part of my brain kicks in. Have you ever? It's a young adult novel, so I know it's not a part of everybody's library, if you will, but there is a book called Feed. Are you familiar with it?
I am not.
Oh, God. So, trying to think of the author, but I'm not going to bore our audience with that. The short version is that it's in the near future, and everybody has these little chips implanted into their brain, which basically makes the internet accessible with your mind.
Oh.
And it's very interesting in that it's like, what does society look like? And there's all these little like nuanced hints as to what like the greater world looks like when things such as like the sun is a trademark. It's like, I was looking up at the moon. Copyright. Like, it's really kind of, it's like, oh geez, like, so your thing of like, oh, thanks ChatGPT for this information, could you also tell me to get it? It's like, you better believe I can tell you where you can get this. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, fascinating though. Regardless, that's such a cool and a really interesting way to utilize that system. Really neat. That's cool.
Enough about me. What's up with you, Steve?
Oh, wow. We are, you know what? Can I just give you and I credit? We are really good with segues. Like, we are just like, man, they're going to do studies on us. And by they, I mean like maybe one person. We are just, they're so seamless. All right. So you alluded to this earlier, and Okay. Let's do this. So Mr. Patrick alluded to Harry Potter, and I have officially, as of last night, finished watching the Harry Potter series for the very first time. Now, you might be asking yourself, wow, let me see here once. What year is it? And if you look and you see that it's 2026, you are correct. And you're also thinking, but didn't the last one get filmed like 12 years ago? And I'd be like, also yeah. I actually don't know when the last one was filmed. Like, legit, I don't know. But
I'd say
a hot minute ago.
15,
yeah. And the reason why I didn't watch them when they first came out is it just didn't really strike me at the time as like, oh, I'm interested in this. And then it got to a point that like once like the later movies came out and I kept on hearing like, oh, they get a bit more dark and more serious. And I was like, well, I can deal with dark and serious. Like, But then I'm also like, you know what? This is going to sound weird to some of you out there, but my wife and I both had never watched them. And I had said, well, how cool would it be if we watch these with our kids who didn't exist at the time, might I add? Like,
sure.
What if we like watch these with our future kids for the first time? Like, we all get to watch them together for the first time. And she's like, oh, this is why I love you. And I'm like, oh, I know, because I'm like such a big deal. So we started that. My son was not having it. He's like, Voldemort's scary. No. My daughter was like, yeah, these are fine. And anybody that's watched the films knows that, yes, they do get more dark and serious as the time goes on. We did a nice cut at about number 5, I think it was, because there's like 100 of them. We're like, okay, this is getting a bit serious and she's 7. We're like,
Yep.
maybe we'll wait until you're a little older. And I'm glad we did that. Because these movies suck. They're not good.
Well, friends, it's been nice hosting a podcast with Steve Council. We are grossly competent, and that's the end of our show.
No, like, I'm sorry. I know I'm not the target demographic. I know I'm not. Like, some of you may know this. Maybe you don't.
The target demographic.
Burn. I am a huge nerd. Like, I love nerdy stuff. Like, I have shown my kids The Neverending Story and Labyrinth and like all the, like, I love Lord of the Rings. Like, these are great films. No, Harry Potter, they're not good. The only great, like, there's only one complex character in the whole thing, and that's Snape. The writing's lazy. It's like abundantly easy to see every twist because I felt like I was the security guard in Austin Powers yelling for the steamroller to stop like an entire gymnasium away. Like that kind of thing.
Have you read, had you read the books though?
No.
Oh, what?
No, I'm basing this entirely off of the films. I'm just basing it off the films.
You need to have read the books, the series first, and then you watch all the movies.
Nah.
Unreal.
Nah. So, no, that's my opinion on the films. I'm not saying anything about the books. The books, I understand, are always like, the books are always better. That's great. I'm basing this entirely off of the phenomenon that was the movies. They are poop. And, I know I will probably receive a lot of flack for this, but Dobby is trash. And yeah, I genuinely, I think the only good thing that came out of the series is I love that Daniel Radcliffe has kind of hit the fuck it button. And he's like, I will appear in every obscure film that I want because like I'm financially set for life. And Emma Watson is just a delight. Hey, Uggos. Patrick and I constantly talk about our own mishaps and pains and really just about anything about our adulting lives and workplace. But we'd love to hear your questions for us. So what have you always wanted to ask Patrick and I but just haven't done yet?
To do this, we'll need you to reach out to us. And you can do so by going to our Instagram @grosslycompetent or send us an email, grosslycompetent@gmail.com. We'll pick through and read off our favorites in an upcoming episode. There's that movie Robin Hood Men in Tights,
which is phenomenal, might I add. That's a Mel Brooks masterpiece.
Character sets throughout the movie, inconceivable. That's how I feel about your take on Harry Potter. I don't use that word very often, but I am here because it's ridiculous, and your take on Harry Potter is also ridiculous. What would you give it out of 5 stars?
I would give it 1 because I'm assuming I can't go lower.
Okay.
1 out of 5. The Lord of the Rings is a better film series in every single possible way. That's what I'd give.
I'll give you. Okay, I'll give you that. I love the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much watching that movie just puts me in the feels of just like, the filming locations, just the writing, the character development. It's awesome. But I like Harry Potter. The books were fantastic.
Sure.
I know J.K. Rowling's kind of gotten some flack over her opening her mouth and stuff she should be talking about.
God, I know.
I thought they did a good job with the movies. Now, yes, they're corny in a way. The first 2, those kids were so young.
Of course, man.
And so they're not the first one. The first couple of movies are like, I don't know if it's like a nostalgia thing or just like, okay, they're good. They're okay. But like, I think that as the movies got on, they did get better. Yes, some of the characters are not like you're going to be totally extreme as far as whether their development or their personalities. Mm-hmm. But I look at a lot at movies like, did it entertain me? Did
Sure.
I want to sit down and continue watching this when it was on? The answer would be yes. So we might have a little bit different criteria. But I think a 1 out of 5 is harsh. I mean, you know, like I would even given like Your Mask, I would have given like a 2 out of 5. I know it's not a movie, but at least, you know, it's I'm not throwing up right now. I think that would be one. I'm gagging a little bit as I think, but
I will admit this. And yes, I know I'm being overly harsh. I know I am. I will admit to this. I do feel like sometimes when things are overhyped, it ruins it. Right? Like, oh, it's the best ever. And I felt like that's all I ever heard. So I'm expecting, like, my expectations are really high. I'm thinking, wow, this has to, like, it was, and I would actually admit that it still currently is like a large cultural phenomenon. So when I'm sitting there going like, wait, that was it? What? Oh, okay. Weird. So I don't know. It was one of those things. And it was funny. Last night before we started watching, my wife is like, do you think you know what's going to happen? And I was like, I am willing to bet money I know what's going to happen. Without even starting the film, I think I already know what's going to happen. And she's like, do you want to tell me? I'm like, no, because I don't want to spoil it for you. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will admit it if I'm wrong. And I'm not going to say anything on this because maybe there's somebody else out there that's like me that hadn't watched it. But when a pivotal moment happened, I just turned to her and went, yep. That was like something I figured out. I'm okay like
sharing that because I think the statute of limitations or whatever you call it for movies it's far gone. Okay?
No, I don't want to do that to somebody else.
See, that is where we differ. If someone is like, oh wait, I haven't seen that movie, don't tell me, dude. That movie came out 15 years ago. It's too freaking bad. Okay.
Okay.
That is where I stand on like the movie or TV show thing, where it's like, dude. Yeah. You know, it's not like oh my God, last night's episode of House of Dragon. Holy crap, I can't believe this happened. Like, whoa. It just was on last night. Hold on. Yeah. But anyway, I won't say anything, but I think that I think the Snape thing that happened, I loved that part. Like, that was cool.
He's the only complex character.
Yeah, I know. But I like the whole premise of just the bad versus the evil, and I don't know. It's kind of fun. It's one of those movies, Steve. We talked about this off the air. One of those movies, if you are, I know it's different now because not everyone has just like basic cable, but like let's say you get like YouTube TV or Hulu,
sure.
And let's just you say you're out of something to watch on Netflix, so you're just scrolling your TV and you just happen to find a movie. It's like for me, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Shawshank Redemption, The Matrix. Those are going to be like, I'll stop and just like sit and watch for a little bit. I don't need to sit there for 2 hours, but like, I'm just going to sit and do this and lose track of time for a half hour. So that's one of those I would.
I think that's totally fair. It's just not my cup of tea. And that is completely fine.
Well, and before we segue into our topic, I will say that I think that's kind of hogwash. Or should I say Hogwarts?
Oh my God. How long have you been holding that?
About 20 minutes.
So dumb. Yeah. So dumb.
I'll be here all week.
Oh my God.
What do you got for us today, Steve? What should we talk about?
All right. So since I'm apparently on a roll of salty, I thought this week, Mr. Patrick, that we could have a little chit chat about professional pet peeves. Like the things that happen in our professional day to day that either just cause our skin to crawl or we have to close our eyes so people don't see our eyes roll. You know, like, I mean, let's be honest. We all have them. Yeah. So why don't we just air these grievances out? Like, what do you say?
It's like a midsummer Festivus. I like it.
Why not? Right, man?
Do you think that would be bad if you brought a Festivus pole to the workplace?
I don't know.
I got a lot of problem with you people.
Yeah. And we're gonna hash this out. we're going to do that. I like that.
This is fun.
So
I like this idea. Yeah.
I know we typically, when we kind of have these conversations, we kind of do like a tit for tat, like back and forth kind of thing. Are you cool with that? Oh, and listeners, something a little bit different that Patrick and I are doing. So I told Mr. Patrick that I was like, let's do pet peeves. And he's like, yes. And I know we've talked about this in the past where we have like, we call it a script. Dude, you should see this thing. It ain't no script. Where we'll at least have our ideas listed out. Yep. Well, yep. Mr. Patrick and I have actually taken our pet peeve lists and we don't have them on like the shared. So I'm going to hear Mr. Patrick's for the first time and he's going to hear mine. So yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Do you want to start us off or would you like me to? I don't care.
I can start. Yeah.
Okay. You fired off, man.
I'll do one. You do one. We'll go back and forth that way.
Sounds awesome. And if we have a shared one, we'll just kind of like call that one a watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I don't work with you, so I didn't put you on there. That was going to be my first, but
yeah. Well, you could.
My first one is going to be. I know we've talked about this on here before, but reply all.
Oh. How did I miss that one? Yes, that's such a good one.
And I try to avoid when I'm sending emails out to groups. I try to avoid this at all costs. So when I send something out, like I've talked about this before, I host a coffee club or a book club, or I'm sending stuff out to like some sort of network resource group. I will send it in the to box. I put myself, and then I do blind carbon copy. So it goes to all the email addresses. So when everyone gets it, it goes to like, if I was sending it to Steve Council, it would say to Steve Council, but then it wouldn't show anyone else that it's going to. So I'm still able to hit the masses, but there's not an opportunity to reply all because going back to my pet peeve is that when people do get a mass email, and I understand that why people do it when they send these out to where they include everyone in the to box, because there's times where people need to know who else is on this email chain. I get you don't listeners, you don't have to tell me why you do it, why you put people there. I understand the gist of it. However, my pet peeve is when people reply all when they don't need to, when it could be a reply just back to the person. And I'm sure there's times where people do it by accident. Boomers. But
shots fired.
But if they don't know any better, that's where it's kind of annoying, because it could be, hey, I'm sending an email out. Let's say I don't do BCC. I say, hey, everyone, just a reminder, we're having our event Thursday afternoon at 3:00. Please don't let me know if you can make it. Just let me know if you can't make it. I already know, and then it's just a quick reply. Hey, sorry, something came up. Can't be there. But when you hit reply all, not everyone needs to know that. Just a weak example, but
but valid. Okay. You know what I appreciate is that you explained your pet peeve, but then you explained a solution around it.
Yeah.
I do. I appreciate that. Because I have to admit, I guess I never thought of doing it that way, of having everybody be CC'd so they don't see. Oh,
now
that's such a smart idea.
Like when I'm sending calendar invites out when we use Outlook at work, then those have to be like in the to, which is fine because people aren't you can't reply all to those. But so people know who's going to be in this meeting or who's going to be on this training if it's virtual.
Yeah.
But the first message I send out that goes to everybody to explain something, it's nope, I'm just sending it to myself, and it just makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Seriously, that's a really awesome idea. Like, I am going to start using it. Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you got for us?
See, we learn things. That's why we're a learning and development podcast. And we're also a Harry Potter trash talking podcast.
That is true.
At least half of it.
No thanks.
Half of it is. So my first pet peeve is being late to meetings with a fresh Starbucks in hand. So And take whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a Starbucks. It could be whatever it is, but it is a full beverage that you only got because you're late for the meeting you were supposed to be at.
And you're talking in-person meetings normally, right?
Honestly, anything. Like, I
else?
don't care if it's virtual too, just because what that says is that it's a discount of your time. Like, your time is not as valuable as my time, and you can wait for me to do these mundane tasks that I could have been better managing my own time for, but I chose not to. Like, and there's nothing against being late to things if, whatever, let's say you have back-to-back meetings, right? And that happens. Like, you have a 10 to 10:30 and then a 10:30 to 11, and you're like, I'm sorry, I got off of that one late, or I just need to use the bathroom or something. That is completely acceptable. And I will never sneer at that. It is the saunter in at like 10 minutes after with the fresh, brand new cup of Starbucks. And I'm like, every fiber of my being hates you.
Can I play a devil's advocate real quick?
Heck yeah, you can.
I want to preface that I'm completely joking with this because I think your point exactly. I'm on the same page with you. Mm-hmm. But if you had to, just let's say life in general, if you're ranking something, okay, of order importance, would you rank caffeine ahead of work? What's more enjoyable in your life, caffeine or actually going to work? I would say caffeine is more important. I mean, hey, you got to work to live, provide, but like, no, order of opportunity of rankings here, caffeine sits ahead. So I would say those people that walk in, I get you. No, but
I love your logic statements here. You're like, this is.
That's where my head goes.
Well played.
But no, to your point, I am on board with that. I think you hit the nail on the head there of like prioritizing. Like, you're kind of showing me backhandedly that my time is not as important as yours. And yet we all, as you said, there's all things that people can be late for. But as far as 100%. Like, it's the thing I struggle with sometimes where I'm like, oh, this is a 15-minute drive away. It says, according to my, but that's actually what I sometimes have trouble with is that's actually when I'm in my car, when I already turn my car on and I start driving. I'm up in my apartment. I haven't factored in the fact that I have to leave my apartment, wait for the elevator, go down the elevator, walk to my car. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of funny where people don't always plan that. They're not as organized maybe in their thoughts.
Yeah. And do not take it for a single second. I am not the, like, if you're 10 minutes earlier on time, I'm not that guy. Like, I am absolutely not that guy.
What is it? If you're on time, you're late.
Yeah. If you're 10 minutes earlier on time, if you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't bother. Or something weird like that. I can't remember how it goes, but I'm just like, no, because life happens. And like, in your case, right? I'm 15 minutes away driving. It takes me 10 minutes to get from your, I don't know, Jenny, I'm just throwing it out there. 10 minutes to get to the car. Fine. So you're looking at about a half an hour, but what if something happens on the road? Okay. Like, dude, life happens. But when somebody walks in with the conscious decision to be like, I didn't want to be here on time because I found this was more valuable than everybody else in this room. That's where I'm like,
well, and that's why with facilitators, Steve, I know it's just part of our nature of being a facilitator. Mm-hmm. Let's say we have a training from 9 to 11.
Yeah.
We don't get there at 8:45 or 8:50. No, we get there. We have to give ourselves, because it's not only the prep time, but we want to make sure the technology works. We want to make sure that the traffic is okay. So we get there in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
And we allow ourselves, one, I think it's just a good practice, but two, it removes the stress of like, oh my gosh, why did I leave so late? I have this training starts in 20 minutes. I'm screwed.
Yes.
And
you're right.
Participants, you do understand where I say, okay, I know the traffic's really bad on the freeway today because there was an accident. So there's going to be some people that come in a little bit late and you excuse them that way. But Yeah, I completely get your first point there. That was good.
I totally agree. All right, man, your turn. What do you got?
Hey, friends, we love doing this, and if you like what you're hearing and want to support the show, here are the best ways possible.
Subscribe, follow, and give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
You can visit us on Buzzsprout at grosslycompetent.buzzsprout.com. Here you can become an active supporter.
Or give us a shout on Instagram at grosslycompetent.
And please tell your friends, family, coworkers, or that awesome learning and development person at your company about this podcast. We appreciate all of you more than you know. Any support out there you can throw our way truly means the world to us. We're grateful we get to bring it to you each and every week.
And now, back to the show.
All right. So my second one might hit home a little bit here, but
oh boy,
this could have been an email meetings.
Oh, yours are so good. Oh, and yes.
I will say this was actually kind of this activity. I thought it was going to be a little easier, but I was thinking about these over the weekend. I was like, I think maybe we're similar, but like, I know I work, I like my job. I like what I do as a profession. I also know that it puts food on the table. And so that's why I do work. Of course. I am not I work to live. I don't live to work. And, but again, having enjoyment in your job is very important as well.
Hell yeah.
So my philosophy at work typically is like, I just don't let things bother me too much. I just kind of like, but as you said though, right away, like everyone's got these little pet peeves. So I was trying to figure out like, what's going to be a good one. So to my second point, we've all been on them, those emails or those meetings that are like, why didn't we just get an email about this? And I know, people don't read their emails. Well, guess what? People also don't pay attention in meetings when they're unnecessary, random, just bantering of stuff that really could have been spelled out in an email. I mean, if you really want people to read it and you think it's important, put an exclamation point, the urgency on the email that you can do, and just to say, hey, this is actually very, very important.
Yes.
And then if that employee doesn't read it, then that's on them, that the fact that they're not
throw it in the subject line,
the social cues.
Like throw it in the subject line, like important, please. Like, okay. Yeah.
So,
there's a couple things that you said, and I was like, ooh, I love the way you put that, and I totally agree. One of the things that you mentioned was, I'm gonna paraphrase. I can't remember exactly how you said it, but something along the lines of like, yes, this should have just been an email, and if some people don't read that, like, it kind of reminds me of the whole like boy cries wolf, right? Like if you are constantly bombarding somebody with but like if you're constantly bombarding somebody with meaningless meetings over time, like, so let's just do this as an example, right? Maybe this will make it a bit more clear from what I'm trying to get at. Patrick, you and I work together, and if every single time I send a meeting invite out, you get it, and the last, say, handful of times that I've hosted a meeting, you're like, that should have just been an email. The likelihood of you responding to my meetings is going to diminish every single time.
Correct.
Like, and that's why I say the boy cries wolf, right? Like the whole parable of the boy crying wolf. He does it as a joke twice. The third time the villagers don't come because they think he's full of it. And yet he was actually telling the truth. Like, so when the time comes that I actually want to have a very meaningful conversation with everybody, I've exhausted that. Everybody now has taken my meetings as being garbage. Definitely. And like they're as I say about sarcasm, it's a weapon you need the wisdom to wield, right? Like, So there was that, and shoot, I'm now.
Well, that must have hurt.
I know. He's gotten so much better about it. So much better. I love
that story.
I know. There was something else that you mentioned. Shoot, and I lost it. No, that's all good. But this is what I was going to say is I really appreciate your sentiment. Like when I originally brought up the idea of pet peeves and you were kind of thinking like, you know what, I really try to work to live, not live to work. Mm-hmm. I genuinely attribute that, and listeners, for those of you that have been listening for a while, know this about Mr. Patrick, that you've been kind of following more of like the stoicism and trying to get into that more. I would attribute that thinking towards that kind of specific personal journey you've been on. So clearly it's working, you know, like that it's allowed you to kind of slough off the lesser details, like whatever. This was one of those things that the reason why pet peeves came into my mind was somebody did one at work, and I was like, and I happened to be with my manager when it happened, and I just did like one of those where I just like pushed my fingers in my eyes, like, oh my God. And she's like, that's a pet peeve of yours. I'm like, yes, it is. That is good. Because I don't need to get further into it, but that's where it all started. But good on you, man. Like I think we could all use some of that slough off the finer details kind of thing.
Yeah, just take a deep breath and
man,
let it roll.
Yeah, and these are, I mean, I don't know, between what you've said and what I've said so far, I mean, I wouldn't exactly think of these as like life altering, like if it happens, ruin my day. No, it's just like come on, man. Like you're better than this.
Your personal pet peeves can be something that's kind of like you roll your eyes, you're like, oh God. Yeah.
Yes. No, well put. Is it me?
You're up. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I am. Actually, mine has a email too. Okay. But mine's a bit different, and that is claiming I didn't get that email when you've already responded to it. But that's not it.
Oh.
But then you doubled down on claiming you didn't get it. Have you ever had that?
No.
Oh yeah, that's a treat. So it's I sent a mass email out. Yeah. Then somebody says, I didn't get that email. And then I pull up and say, well, you responded right here. No, I didn't.
Oh,
what?
No.
What? That's you. That's you right
trail.
There. Yeah, that's you. What? No, huh? Like, so, yeah.
Are you in the camp of, I save basically 98% of my emails at work?
I am a bit of a pack rat, but a 98 is a lot.
I save because let me rephrase 92%.
No, you're good.
Okay, I do save a lot though because I have folders.
Sure.
My inbox, my team usually can't believe it because my inbox is like sparkling clean. I make a note. I have on my calendar every Friday or last day of the week is to organize the inbox. And so I keep stuff in there like, I need to like remind myself. So sometimes if I'm not writing it down, I'll put like the little flag, like the follow up.
Yup.
And I just leave I leave those on if it's something I have to address this next week. Or I'll put a note in my calendar for the following, like check this, but I don't need 20, 30 emails in my inbox because it gives me minor anxiety. I want those stuff in the folder. So whatever department or team or person that I usually work with quite often, I move those to those subfolders. But a lot of times I don't delete it unless it's an email comes through that, okay, that problem solved, don't need anymore. It's not something I need to maybe even think about like, oh, did someone get that email? Mm-hmm. If it's something just like totally not important, I'll just hit delete.
Yeah.
So I do keep a lot of them just for this fact of like, hey, I never got that. I never said that. Well.
Yeah. Yeah. You hate to have to do it, right? Like, man, it shouldn't always be a CYA sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
But and not to say that any other line of profession or something doesn't have to, but I feel like for you and I, because we don't just deal with like one specific department, we're dealing with everybody collectively. It is wildly important for us to be like, no, but you did, which is why when somebody doubles down on the, I didn't get that. It's like the equivalent of my dog ate my homework. And it's like, no, you don't have a dog. No.
Well,
no,
I bet you
don't.
could imagine if I did.
Yeah. Like, nuh-uh. My cat did. You don't have a cat either. God, my fish. No. Like, I don't know that. Clearly you can tell that it's an annoying thing. And it's happened more than once in my life.
I'm
but
also not a people manager, so maybe I haven't just experienced that because I haven't had to like go out or like check in with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's times where I, with my coworkers, I say, hey, like, I know we emailed about this months ago. Like, I can't find that flipping email. And I save everything. Like, can you help me out? And then they re-forward it. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, and then stuff like that, man, like, yes, that kind of stuff happens. I am of the mind that, and I'm also very guilty too of, I get an email and it's like, oh, I got to respond. And you know what? Things do come up and shocking. I forget, like, okay, that happens. Just own it. Like, and we've talked about this 100 times in this podcast. Like, just own it. Just be like, oh, shoot, I forgot to. I'm sorry. Yep. And I've even made it a point to, like, when I make those mistakes that it's the first line in the email back. Like, I am so sorry I didn't get back to you. I have no excuses. It's completely my fault. How can I make this right? Sure. And I've really found that 99% of people that I send stuff like that to usually respond with, oh, it's okay. Like, I totally get it. Things happen, all good. Now we can have this conversation. Because it's nice to give that grace, but don't, if there is, as you said, a paper trail that shows you have received it, please don't double down on it and go like, no, I didn't. Unless you were hacked, which you weren't. So it's one of those that, yes, it's a pet peeve, but I find myself more laughing about it. Like, who are you trying to kid? Yeah. Like, just own the mistake. It's okay. Oh, all right. All right, man. Your turn. Fire away. What do you got?
All right. My last one is meetings before 9 and after 4.
Oh,
my workday is, let's say, we'll just call it a 8 to 5. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no need for a meeting before 9. There is absolutely no need for a meeting after 4. You have those bookends, right? Okay. 8 o'clock is for logging in, whether you're getting your coffee, you're checking your emails, you're kind of planning out your day.
I love this.
And after 4 o'clock, no. It's wrapping up your day. It's checking your calendar, yada, yada. It's kind of, I don't want to say coasting, but the work day is over. You had 7 hours to schedule meetings on the opposite side of these. And so I think they don't, fortunately, in my current job, they don't happen very often. But when they do, I have to ask why.
I love this so much. Mainly because it was a lesson I learned very early on in my career.
You were
and well, I didn't know any better. I mean, legit, I just didn't. I guess I looked at it as like, well, that's part of the workday. And I had a manager sit me down. It's like, just like what you said, like, buddy, I understand where you're going with this. However, you are setting yourself up for failure. Don't. And I've always remembered that, like, oh, okay. So it was one of those things. It was a learning curve for me, but you're absolutely right. And I would actually even take one step further, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And that is your, the early morning, like you say like sub 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever it is, right? Like, that is, your brain is still kind of acclimating to the day. Like you're getting yourself settled. You're checking on a couple of things. Like nobody is ready to rock and roll at 7:30 in the morning. Like that's just not the deal. You're just kind of acclimating yet. And then at the end of the day, you're spent.
Mm-hmm.
Like your bandwidth is really not there. And I would argue that a meeting after 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that, is for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there is this should have been an email.
Worse. It's probably worse than the 8 o'clock meeting.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you because you're now at the like checkout stage in your mind of like, I have had an entire day of dealing with whatever. Mm-hmm. And now you want to add more? Like, no, I'm good. I'm thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner and what we actually have in our house to make for dinner.
Right.
And if you have kids, helping them out with homework, like you have all these things in your mind, or like, I hope traffic doesn't suck on the way home. Like all this stuff that's kicking through your skull. Not, boy, I'm really glad we had this meeting. Like, no, please. That actually might be, I was going to say that might be my favorite one. But
okay. Yeah,
that's a really good one. Oh, I feel like mine pales in comparison. Ugh.
No.
Weak. Yeah, this last one doesn't feel embarrassed now at this point.
Is it when you forget your mask?
No, that I don't care if I forget my mask. The world cares. Yeah. I think this one's pertinent specifically to you and I and all of our L&D brethren out there.
Okay.
And that is when people don't complete training on time. Especially if you give a broad like due date range. You're like, hey, you have a month to do this.
Yeah. Get
it done. And then it's like the last minute of the last hour and they're like, can I get an extension? You're like,
or the week after. I tried to do the training, but it's locked.
Oh, that too. That too is my favorite. Or
it locked because it was closed last week.
Yes. Or the infamous, I can't get in. You're like, well, you're the only person out of 400 that's having this problem. I tried. Did you? Okay, why don't you come to my office and I'll show you how to do it exactly. And it's like, first try. Oh, it worked.
Don't worry. It was just mandatory training.
Don't worry. This is just what keeps us compliant with regulations of federal and state law. But beyond that, it's fine. It's fine. Yes.
That is a good one.
So that's what I was like. I feel like it's petty, but it's also like, oh, come on, really?
No,
you're killing me.
That's a frustration I know my coworker deals with. She is the one that kind of runs our LMS.
Oh, okay.
So everything goes through her, and so she has to deal with those emails quite often. I mean, especially at the beginning of the year when we give our employees literally 90 days, a long time to do this, and day 91, day 95.
Yep.
Oh, it's either I can't get in or my employee tried to get in and they can't get in. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Well, it's closed.
What is the name of your coworker that deals with that?
Her name is Jill.
Jill, you and I are spirit animals. We are bonded by the LMS, and I appreciate you, and I just want you to know that. So I will always get your training done on time. Always.
That's awesome. Good call out. I like it.
Well, you know what? We need to do that every now and then, right?
Yes.
This was fun. I not that it's a contest, but I really think your top 3 were the best. Those were so good. Oh my God. Yes. I love it. This was good. This was good fun. Yeah. Every now and then you just have to air out those grievances. And I would be very curious for all of you listeners out there if you agree. Do any of those strike your fancy? Do you just love the meetings that should have been an email. How do you feel about, I love your was it 9?
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Anything before 9.
Yep. Pre-9, post-4 meetings. Like, let us know. Shoot us a message on Instagram or shoot us an email. You can fan mail us now. Even I turn that stuff back on. So, I'd be really curious. Or feel free to berate me on my opinion of Harry Potter. So there's that. But Mr. Patrick, do you know who never pets our peeves?
That was funny. I like how you worded that. I was not expecting that. Spin a Rooski.
Segway a Rooski. Yes. Segway a Rooski. No. Folks, it is indeed the Spinarooski. While Mr. Patrick fires up the wheel, a reminder for our listeners. Each episode we spin the Spinarooski. It's a wheel of names that might belong to the woman who so generously shoved Mr. Patrick and I into the Ugly Club many, many moons ago. And the goal of this is that eventually we will land on her name so we can thank her properly. With that being said, Mr. Patrick, are you ready to spin that Rooski?
Let's do it.
Spin that Rooski.
Marissa.
I love that. Marissa.
It's a great name. Marissa.
It really is.
I don't know any Marissas, but
I've worked with a couple of Marissas. Marissa Lieberman being one. I know, longtime listener of the show. She was absolutely wonderful and a delight. So Marissa is not the one that pushed us though. The one I'm talking about might be a different one. Overall, Marissa's a good one. And I think that, I think it could have been. Marissa, thank you so much for everything you've given us. Thank you for living rent-free in our heads. Thank you for bestowing the Ugly Club upon us. You are a delight, and we appreciate you immensely.
Thank you, Marissa. That was a memorable night.
Yeah, sure was. Oh, what a night.
Love it.
So dumb.
Well, Steve, should we do some shout outs?
Hell yeah, we should do some shout outs. Do you want to fire it off first?
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to, let's see here. I think taking a beat is my shout out. So shouting out when you just take a beat and take a moment to just in general, people's thoughts of, you know what, there's something I was going to do, but maybe I don't have the bandwidth or the energy to go and do that. And I think it's okay. So for example, I had plans to go out of town this weekend, but I've had a fairly busy summer with personal trips, family, my business. Yeah. And I was thinking, you know what? The weather wasn't great. So that was a driving factor as well.
Sure.
I'm going to be doing a day trip out of town. So it was going to be a long day in the car. Mm-hmm. But I also was like, you know what? I could use a weekend just to hang out. And so my shout out is to anyone who has the wherewithal to say, you know what? It's just not in the cards.
Yeah. I like that. I just saw something, my wife showed me, I don't know if it was like a TikTok or something like that, where it was something about if introverts told the truth. And it's this guy that, like, obviously he's playing a character, and somebody's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. The person behind the camera is saying this to the subject, excuse me, of something like, oh, I'm sorry, I really can't do our plans this weekend. Something came up. And he's like, oh, thank God, I didn't want to anyway. Like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And the person behind the camera is like, don't you experience FOMO? And the response of the quote unquote introvert was, no, I experience JOMO, like JOMO, which is joy of missing out.
Yes. Yes,
I thought that
I've
was
heard
awesome.
That before. That is fantastic. I've used that in my head at least. Like, or it's like either like the FOGO, fear of going out, but I like yours better, the JOMO, joy of missing out. It's even better.
I know you and I have talked about the the joy of not going out or whatever.
Well, it's for me, it's the social battery now, and
yes,
I can use that phrase like, oh, I'm just a little. All right, I've had my fun and fix of conversations and human interaction. I'm now ready to go sit on the couch and hang out with my dog. Yeah. It's a thing, and it's part of what I've learned, really since like post-COVID, of where I used to think I was more extroverted. I'm not introverted, but I like to use the word ambivert, which is a mix of the two.
Oh, I've never heard that. Oh.
Ambivert. Yes, that is a term. So it's kind of a mix of both. So
I feel like I've learned so much in this hour of like sincerely like, oh, I didn't know you could do that, or oh, that's fascinating. So it was Chat GPT for interior design, using the BCC when you're sending an email to a mass group so they don't reply all, and now ambivert. Interesting. Okay.
How is this not a subscription-based podcast? I don't know.
I know. I mean, we are just doling out content. Just pop. Speaking of content, so my shout out goes out to this very, very little known platform that some of you might be aware of. It's called YouTube. Yeah, so
an AI thing, or
just do yourself a favor sometime. Just look it up. It's like YOU, not just the. Anyway, I'm being a smartass. Folks, I am excited to let you all know that Grossly Competent is officially live on YouTube. So
snap.
Yep. So if that is the way you like to take your podcast now. It is still audio only, so you're just going to be staring at the image of Patrick and I with paper bags on our heads, and that's acceptable. But you get to hear our smooth, sultry, nasally Wisconsin accents now on YouTube.
Years ago, before we wrap up, I used to babysit for some kids that I knew from one of my YMCA days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
When I worked before I graduated college, I worked at the YMCA for like before and after school childcare.
Sure.
And some of the families I became close with, they lived in the area. So, hey, do you mind watching the kids for the night or the weekend or whatever? Oh, sure. And the two kids, this was like in YouTube's very early days.
Mm-hmm.
And these two kids at the time were like 8 and 10. They're like, Mr. Patrick, you should come over here and watch this. I'm like, oh, what are you guys looking at? We're watching this video on YouTube.
Oh.
I was like, I'm like, I think it's tube, like television. They're like, I think it's YouTube. We'll go with that.
Yeah, why not? Now they're in their 20s and they're going, Mr. Patrick was
Why would you tell us that story?
Blah! I remember, God, this would have been like mid 2000s. I was sitting in a like a dentist's office or something like that, waiting to get in. Mm-hmm. And I was reading this magazine, and I still remember there was an article that was like, why you should, I'm drawing a blank. It was like, YouTube's the next big thing and why you should pay attention to it. And this was like when YouTube was like nothing, like it had no affiliation, like Google hadn't bought it or anything. It was just like this weird little thing. And they were talking about how it's like this conglomeration of just people's ideas, and you need to take note of it. And I remember reading that being like, there might be something to this YouTube thing. And boy, were they right. So folks, get out there and check us out on YouTube.
Well, man, call it quits.
Let's shut this puppy down. Or as some folks would say, let's flush these fish. Right? Isn't
terrible.
that terrible. Isn't that what? No. Let's take the fish to the farm upstate. Kidding, folks. I'm just joking. But folks out there, thank you so much for swinging by and hanging out with us. That's it for this episode. And we will see you next time. Ugly.
Harry Potter out.
Harry Potter sucks out.
Ugly out.
Ugh out. Do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4. It did really?
Yeah, you just missed it because you're an idiot. But it's okay.
Well, I would have taken ugly, but idiot works.
Yeah, that's true. That was
fine.
harsh. You're ugly.
No. The only thing that's harsh is my face.